Holy Cosmos Aries. I just pulled your cards for mid-August, and 74% of you are about to experience the biggest shift in how you approach your next major life decision. Everyone thinks you need to have all the answers right now, but the universe is literally screaming the opposite message. Aries, the first card that flew out of my deck was the Hermit, and I am shook because this is not what anyone expects for fire sign energy right now. This is about you pulling back from all the noise, all the opinions, all the pressure to figure out the how immediately. The Hermit is telling you that mid-August is your time to go internal before you go external. The comments are already going crazy, and we haven't even started properly. You all feel this energy shift happening, don't you? Drop Hermit in the comments if you've been feeling this pull to retreat and reassess everything. Listen, Aries, I know your instinct is to charge forward, to figure it out as you go, to make things happen now. But the Hermit is showing me something completely different. This card represents your soul calling you to step away from the external chaos and really ask yourself, what do I actually want? Not what everyone else thinks I should want. I'm seeing this energy specifically between August 15th and August 23rd. This is when you're going to feel this incredible urge to just stop. Stop asking everyone else for their opinions. Stop researching every possible option online. Stop trying to crowdsource your destiny. The Hermit is your wisest self, holding up that lantern of inner knowing, and they're saying, the answer you're looking for isn't out there, it's in here. This is so fascinating because normally for career decisions or big life changes, people expect cards like Three of Wands or Eight of Pentacles, all about planning and moving forward. But the Hermit is saying, Aries, your power right now is in the pause. Your power is in getting quiet enough to hear your own voice above all the others. The energy around this is incredibly mystical too. I'm seeing you having these breakthrough moments at unexpected times. Maybe you're in the shower, maybe you're walking alone, maybe you wake up at 3 a.m. with this sudden knowing. The Hermit works through solitude, through silence, through those sacred spaces where your ego can't interfere with your intuition. Now, the second card that came through is absolutely stunning, and it's making me emotional just looking at it. Two of Cups, and before you think this is about romantic love, hold on because this is so much deeper. The Two of Cups is showing me that the big decision you're trying to figure out the how for is actually about finding harmony between two parts of yourself that have been at war. This is incredible, Aries, because the Two of Cups represents perfect balance, equal exchange, mutual understanding. But I'm seeing this as an internal conversation between your ambitious go-getter Mars energy and your deeper soul desires that maybe you've been ignoring. It's like your warrior self and your wise self are finally sitting down for a real conversation. The timing on this is so specific too. I'm seeing this internal dialogue really intensifying around August 18th. This is when you're going to have this moment of, oh, I've been trying to force a solution that honors only one part of who I am. The Two of Cups is about integration, about finding the path that feeds both your need for achievement and your need for authentic fulfillment. What's beautiful about this combination, the Hermit and Two of Cups, is that they're showing you that the how isn't a strategy you figure out with your mind. The how is a feeling you cultivate in your heart. When both parts of yourself are in agreement, when your actions and your values are aligned, the path becomes obvious. I'm getting chills because I'm seeing some of you have been stuck in this mental loop for weeks. You've been trying to logic your way through a decision that can only be made through feeling. The Two of Cups is saying, stop trying to convince one part of yourself to sacrifice for the other. Find the solution that honors both. Oh my God! The third card just revealed itself, and this is why I love working with your energy, Aries. Six of Swords. This is the card of transition, of moving from turbulent waters to calmer seas. But look at the timing of when this card appeared. This isn't random. This is the universe showing you the exact process you're going through right now. The Six of Swords is fascinating because it shows that you're not just making a decision, you're making a migration. You're not just choosing a new direction, you're choosing a new way of being. The swords in this card represent thoughts, mental patterns, old ways of approaching problems, and they're all being transported across the water to somewhere completely new. This is so perfect for your mid-August energy because I'm seeing that the decision you're trying to figure out isn't just about what to do next, it's about who to become next. The Six of Swords is showing me that you're in this beautiful transition period where you're leaving behind old versions of yourself that used to make decisions based on what looked good on paper or what made sense to other people. The figure in the boat is calm, they're not rushing, they're not panicking, they're trusting the process of transition. Aries, this is your energy right now. You don't need to have arrived at your destination yet. You just need to trust that you're moving in the right direction, even if that direction feels slower or more contemplative than your usual style. I'm seeing this playing out practically too. Some of you are going to find yourselves literally traveling or moving during this period. Others of you are going to experience this as a mental and emotional journey. But all of you are going to feel this sense of, I'm not who I was a few months ago, and I'm not yet who I'm becoming, and that's exactly where I need to be right now. The fourth card that's coming through is wild, and I literally gasped when I saw it. Queen of Pentacles reversed, and this is telling such an important story about why you've been struggling to figure out the how. When the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, it's showing me that you've been trying to nurture everyone else's needs, everyone else's expectations, everyone else's version of what success should look like for you. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is like having all this beautiful, abundant, nurturing energy, but it's flowing in the wrong direction. Instead of using your resources, your talents, your energy to create something that truly fulfills you, you've been pouring it all out, trying to meet external standards or take care of other people's comfort with your choices. This is so common for Aries because you have this natural leadership energy, and sometimes people around you get used to you taking care of things, making things happen, being the one who figures it out. But the Queen of Pentacles reversed is saying, you can't build your own empire while you're busy maintaining everyone else's comfort zone. I'm seeing this very specifically around career and financial decisions. Some of you have been hesitating to make a change because you're worried about how it will affect other people. Maybe you're supporting family members, maybe you're worried about disappointing colleagues, maybe you're scared of looking unreliable or unstable to people who've come to depend on your current situation. But the Queen of Pentacles reversed is showing me that this approach is actually depleting your natural abundance. When you make decisions based on fear of disrupting others instead of trust in your own vision, you cut yourself off from the very source of energy that makes you naturally successful. The reversal is also showing me that some of you have been undervaluing your own contributions. You've been so focused on figuring out the how that you haven't been celebrating the what. What you bring to any situation is unique, is valuable, is needed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is asking you to flip that energy right side up by putting your own growth and fulfillment first. Now this next card is making me emotional, and I think some of you are going to cry when you hear this interpretation. Three of Cups, and this is not about partying or celebration in the traditional sense. This is about finding your people, your real support system, the ones who celebrate your authentic choices even when they don't understand them. The Three of Cups is showing me that part of figuring out the how is realizing that you don't have to figure it out alone. But, and this is crucial, it's not about asking people for advice or opinions. It's about surrounding yourself with people who trust your judgment, who believe in your abilities, who support your right to make decisions that are aligned with your truth even if those decisions look different from what they would choose. I'm seeing this very specifically around mid to late August. You're going to have these beautiful moments of connection with people who get you. Maybe it's a conversation with a friend who says exactly what you needed to hear. Maybe it's connecting with someone new who's on a similar path. Maybe it's finally feeling understood by someone in your family who's been worried about your choices. The Three of Cups is showing me that your people are out there, but they might not be the people you expect. Sometimes the people who love us most have the hardest time supporting our growth because they're comfortable with who we've been. The Three of Cups is about finding the ones who are excited about who you're becoming. This card is also showing me something beautiful about timing. The decisions you're trying to figure out right now are going to create opportunities for deeper, more authentic connections. When you choose the path that's really you, you naturally magnetize people who resonate with that energy. I'm also seeing that some of the celebration energy of the Three of Cups is about celebrating yourself, celebrating your courage to even be asking these questions, celebrating your willingness to prioritize authenticity over ease. You don't have to wait until you've figured everything out to celebrate how far you've already come. Oh wow, the sixth card that just came through is absolutely perfect, and it's giving me goosebumps. The Star and Aries. This is your confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be in this process of figuring out the how. The Star appears after the Tower, after everything has been shaken up and broken down, and it's the first glimpse of hope, of knowing that something beautiful is being born from all this uncertainty. The Star is such a powerful card for your energy right now because it's showing me that the decision you're trying to figure out isn't just about your next practical step. It's about aligning with your destiny, with your soul's purpose, with the reason you came to this planet in this lifetime. The figure in the Star is naked, vulnerable, completely authentic, pouring water both onto the land and back into the pond. This is such beautiful symbolism for your current process. You're learning to pour your energy in ways that both nourish your immediate environment and replenish your own source. You're learning that the how isn't about depletion, it's about sustainable flow. The Star is showing me that you've been going through a period of spiritual awakening, whether you recognize it or not. All this questioning, all this uncertainty about how to move forward, it's actually been preparing you to receive clear guidance from your higher self. The Star is the card of divine inspiration, of knowing without knowing how you know. I'm seeing this energy really crystallizing around August 20th to August 25th. This is when you're going to start having these moments of absolute clarity about your direction. Not necessarily the detailed how-to steps, but the deep knowing of yes, this is my path, this feels aligned, this feels like home in my soul. The Star is also showing me that your decision, whatever it is going to have a healing effect not just on you, but on people around you. When you follow the Star's guidance, when you choose authenticity over security, when you trust your vision, even when you can't see all the steps, you give other people permission to do the same. This is why the timing is so perfect. Mid-August is this incredible window where your personal growth and your contribution to the collective are perfectly aligned. Your individual journey of figuring out the how is actually part of a larger shift that's happening for everyone right now. Okay, this seventh and final card is making me want to scream with excitement because it's so perfect for everything we've been talking about. Ace of Wands and Aries. This is the universe saying, you don't need to figure out the how, because the how is going to reveal itself through inspired action. The Ace of Wands is pure creative fire, pure potential, pure divine spark of new beginning. This is your card. This is your energy. This is the reminder that you are not meant to overthink your way into your next chapter. You are meant to feel your way, to follow your excitement, to trust that when you take one inspired step, the next step will reveal itself. This is so beautiful because all the cards we've pulled today have been building to this moment. The Hermit taught you to go within. The Two of Cups taught you to honor both parts of yourself. The Six of Swords showed you the transition process. The Queen of Pentacles reversed showed you what not to do. The Three of Cups showed you that you have support. The Star gave you the big picture vision. And now the Ace of Wands is saying, okay, now act. But this isn't reckless action. This isn't impulsive action. This is inspired action. This is action that comes from alignment, from inner knowing, from trust. The Ace of Wands is showing me that sometime in the last week of August, you're going to have this moment where you just know what your next step is, and you're going to feel this incredible surge of energy to take it. The timing is so perfect because all of this inner work you're doing in mid-August, all of this questioning and contemplating and soul-searching, it's preparing you to recognize and act on the opportunity when it appears. The Ace of Wands represents opportunities that come not through planning and strategizing, but through being in the right energetic state to receive them. I'm seeing that for some of you, this opportunity is going to look completely different from what you've been expecting. You've been trying to figure out the how for one particular path, but the Ace of Wands might open up a door you didn't even know existed. This is why the Hermit was so important at the beginning of this reading. You needed to get quiet enough to hear the call when it comes. The Ace of Wands is also showing me that whatever action you take is going to feel incredibly natural, incredibly right, even if it looks crazy to other people. This is the difference between forcing a solution and flowing with inspiration. When the Ace of Wands appears, action feels like relief, not struggle. So Aries, here's what I'm seeing for your mid-August energy around trying to determine the how. The universe is asking you to completely flip your approach. Instead of trying to figure it out mentally, you're being asked to feel your way forward. Instead of planning every step, you're being asked to trust the process of inspired unfolding. The Hermit is calling you to go within and get clear on what you actually want, not what you think you should want. The Two of Cups is asking you to find the path that honors all parts of who you are. The Six of Swords is showing you that you're in a beautiful transition and you don't need to rush it. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is warning you not to make decisions based on other people's comfort or expectations. The Three of Cups is reminding you that your people will support your authentic choices. The Star is confirming that you're aligned with your higher purpose. And the Ace of Wands is promising that when you've done the inner work, the outer action will feel obvious and exciting. The how isn't something you figure out, Aries. The how is something you become. As you align more and more with your authentic self, as you trust your inner guidance more and more, the path forward becomes not just clear, but inevitable. Members have been flooding my DMs about this exact energy shift. They've been feeling it building for weeks. And honestly, after seeing these cards, I had to close my personal reading bookings because the energy is just too intense right now. Everyone's going through this same process of learning to trust their inner knowing over external validation. Your future self is already living the life you're trying to figure out how to create. They're not living it because they had all the answers. They're living it because they trusted the process, they honored their authenticity, and they took inspired action when the moment felt right. The comments are going absolutely insane right now. Drop, trust the process. If you're feeling this message deep in your soul, drop Ace of Wands if you're ready to stop overthinking and start feeling your way forward. Drop Hermit energy. If you know it's time to go within and get clear on your own truth, subscribe now because your future literally depends on staying connected to this energy. Hit that notification bell because mid-August is going to be wild and you don't want to miss what's coming next for your sign. If you want to dive deeper into this transformational energy, you know where to find me.